May 2nd, 1999. The skies over Serbia are pitch black, shrouded in clouds and danger. A flight of F-16CJ wild weasels cuts through the darkness on a mission that would change one man's life forever. Their mission: hunt and destroy enemy air defenses. But on this fateful night, the hunters are about to become the hunted. The flight lead is Lieutenant Colonel David Goldfein, a seasoned combat pilot and commander of the legendary 505th Fighter Squadron, known throughout the Air Force as the Triple Nickel. His call sign tonight is Hammer 34. He has no idea that in just minutes, his aircraft will be torn apart by enemy fire. His mission tonight is SEED, suppression of enemy air defenses. It's one of the most dangerous jobs in modern air warfare. Find the SAM sites before they find you. Destroy them before they destroy you. It's a deadly game of cat and mouse, played at supersonic speeds. On the ground below, hidden in a remote Serbian valley, the 250th Missile Brigade waits in perfect ambush. They've studied American tactics, they've learned from past mistakes. Their S-125 Neva system sits camouflaged and silent, its crew ready to spring their trap. Tonight, they are ready for the Americans. Their tactic is simple but deadly: radar discipline. Only activate for 20 seconds. Acquire target, fire, relocate immediately. The Americans' HARM missiles need time to lock on. The Serbians won't give them that time. It's a game of patience, and the Serbian commander has waited all night for this moment. Inside his cockpit, Goldfein's radar warning receiver is eerily quiet. Too quiet. The experienced pilot feels something is wrong. His instincts, honed through years of combat training, are screaming that danger lurks somewhere in the darkness below, but the instruments show nothing. Serbian spotters positioned throughout the countryside track the American formation's approach. Word passes through the network. The target is approaching. The trap is set. The commander gives the order that will send 2 missiles streaking towards Hammer 34. Power up the radar. The SA-3 radar comes alive with a burst of electromagnetic energy. 4 targets appear on the green phosphor screen, flying straight into the kill zone. The operators have only seconds to act before American anti-radiation missiles home in on their position, but seconds are all they need. Goldfein's cockpit suddenly explodes with warnings. The radar warning receiver lights up like a Christmas tree. SA-3 tracking. He's been ambushed. In that split second, years of training take over. There's no time to think, only to react. He's fighting for his life. 2 SA-3 missiles roar off their launchers in quick succession, their solid rocket motors illuminating the Serbian night with brilliant orange flame. They streak toward Goldfein at Mach 3, covering miles in mere seconds. He has less than 10 seconds to live unless he can defeat them. Goldfein throws his F-16 into a desperate 7G brake turn, his body crushed against the seat as gravitational forces try to tear him apart. Chaff and flares erupt from his aircraft like fireworks, filling the sky with decoys. The first missile takes the bait and detonates harmlessly, but the second keeps coming, unwavering in its pursuit. Goldfein looks over his shoulder and sees the white smoke trail of the second missile closing fast. The radar seeker has burned through his countermeasures. There's nothing more he can do. Time seems to slow down as he watches death approaching. He braces for the impact he knows is coming. The proximity fuse detonates just behind his aircraft, sending thousands of white-hot steel fragments tearing through the engine bay. The explosion rocks the F-16 violently. Fire erupts from the tail section. The aircraft that was his trusted partner moments ago has become a burning coffin falling from the sky. The stricken F-16 enters an uncontrollable flat spin. Its flight controls useless, its engine destroyed. Warning lights flash across the instrument panel in a symphony of failure. Fire engulfs the tail section, spreading forward. Goldfein fights the G-forces, knowing he has one option left: get out now or die. Goldfein reaches down and pulls the ejection handles with all his strength. The canopy blasts away into the night. The Aces 2 ejection seat rockets him clear of the burning wreckage with bone-jarring force. He tumbles through the cold Serbian night, watching his aircraft fall away beneath him. He's alive, but now he's alone, behind enemy lines. The parachute deploys with a reassuring jolt, and suddenly the chaos gives way to an eerie silence. Goldfein floats down through the darkness towards Serbian farmland, the burning wreckage of his F-16 marking his position like a beacon for anyone watching. Everyone for miles around now knows exactly where an American pilot is falling. Goldfein hits the ground hard in an open agricultural field, rolling through wet mud before coming to a stop. There's no cover, no trees, no concealment, just open farmland in every direction. He can already hear engines starting in the distance. He needs to move, now. Every second counts. Serbian forces are already responding to the shootdown.
truck engines roar to life. Headlights sweep across distant roads. Voices shout commands in the darkness. Dogs bark. They saw the fireball. They know an American pilot is down. Goldfein has maybe 15 minutes before they find him. Maybe less. Moving through the darkness, Goldfein finds an irrigation ditch and throws himself into it. The muddy water soaks through his flight suit as he presses himself flat against the earth. He scoops mud over his body, his face, everything. He must become invisible. He must become part of the earth itself. A ghost. Within minutes, Serbian soldiers pass within meters of his hiding spot. Flashlight beams sweep the field. Dogs strain at their leashes, sniffing the night air. Goldfein doesn't move, doesn't breathe. His heart pounds so loud, he's certain they must hear it. One sound, one movement means capture, or death. A flashlight beam sweeps across the ditch, passing just inches from Goldfein's mud-covered face. Time stops. He can see the boots of the soldier standing above him. He can hear the man breathing. Then, impossibly, the light moves on. They didn't see him. The ghost in the mud remains invisible. The patrol moves away, their voices fading into the distance. But Goldfein knows they'll be back. They'll keep searching until dawn, and then search some more. He needs to contact rescue forces, but using the radar now with Serbians so close would be suicide. The ghost must remain silent, for now. High above, Goldfein's wingmen circled desperately over the dark Serbian countryside. They saw the explosion. They saw the fireball plummeting to earth. They fear the worst, but they refuse to give up hope. Again and again, they call into the radio, praying for a response that doesn't come. News of the shootdown reaches Aviano Air Base in Italy, sending shockwaves through the American military. The squadron commander is down behind enemy lines. This is not just any pilot. This is the leader of the Triple Nickel, one of the most storied fighter squadrons in Air Force history. Combat search and rescue is activated immediately. Lieutenant Colonel Tom Kunkel scrambles to lead the rescue mission. 2 MH-60G Pavehawk helicopters spin up on the tarmac, their crews racing against time. They know that with every passing minute, the chances of successful rescue diminish. They have one chance to bring Goldfein home alive. Just one. Goldfein finally risks the radio, pressing the transmit button on his survival radio with mud-covered fingers. He whispers into the microphone, his voice barely audible. 3 words that would save his life. 3 words that would become legendary in rescue history. Start finding me, boys. Aboard an AWACS aircraft orbiting in safe airspace, a communications officer suddenly sits upright. Through the static and noise, he hears it. A faint voice whispering in American English. Hammer 34 is alive. Coordinates are confirmed and immediately relayed. The rescue is on. There's still hope. Kunkel's rescue team launches into the Serbian night, flying nap of the earth at maximum speed. No lights, no radio chatter. Just 2 helicopters racing through the darkness, dodging terrain, pushing their machines to the limit. They're flying into the heart of enemy territory, and they're not coming back without Goldfein. In his muddy ditch, Goldfein hears the distant thump of helicopter rotors, and his heart soars. But he also hears Serbian trucks returning, their headlights growing closer. It's a race against time. Rescue is coming, but so is the enemy. The next few minutes will determine whether he lives or dies. Anti-aircraft fire erupts as the rescue helicopters approach the area. Tracers light up the night sky in streams of deadly red and orange. The Serbians have been expecting them. Kunkel pushes forward anyway, weaving through the firestorm. They've come too far to turn back now. They're not leaving without their man. Bullets punch through Kunkel's helicopter, the impact sounding like hammer blows on sheet metal. Sparks fly as rounds tear through the fuselage. The door gunner's body armor stops a round that would have killed him. But the crew keeps flying. They know Goldfein is counting on them. They will not let him down. Goldfein guides the helicopters toward his position, whispering coordinates and landmarks into the radio. He describes the irrigation ditch, the open farmland, everything they need to find him. He can hear the helicopters getting closer. He can hear gunfire. He knows his rescuers are fighting their way through hell to reach him. The lead Pavehawk spots Goldfein through night vision, a single heat signature in a muddy ditch. They begin their descent toward the pickup zone, but Serbian forces are converging from multiple directions. The helicopter is landing in the middle of a closing trap. There's no time for finesse. It's now or never. Serbian troops reach the edge of the field just as the helicopter descends. They see the aircraft, its rotors kicking up clouds of dust and debris. Muzzle flashes erupt from multiple positions as soldiers open fire on the vulnerable helicopter. The night explodes into chaos. Bullets and tracers fill the air. Goldfein bursts from his hiding spot and runs for his life. Bullets kick up dirt around his feet. Tracers streak past his head. The helicopter hovers ahead of him like a gateway of salvation, its door gunners laying down suppressive fire. Every step could be his last, but he keeps running. He's not dying in this field. A pararescuer leaps from the helicopter and sprints toward Goldfein, grounding him by the arm. The door gunner's minigun roars to life, sending a devastating stream of fire toward the Serbian positions. Tracers fly in both directions. It's absolute chaos, but through it all, the PJ keeps pulling Goldfein toward the helicopter. Goldfein is thrown onto the deck of the helicopter, the PJ diving in behind him. The crew chief screams into the intercom as bullets continue to strike the aircraft. They've got him. After hours of fear and uncertainty, after a desperate fight through enemy fire, they've got him. Now they just have to get out alive. Kunkel pulls the helicopter into a maximum performance climb, the engines screaming at full power. More bullets strike the fuselage. Warning lights flash. but the aircraft responds, clawing for altitude, putting distance between them and the Serbian guns. They're flying, they're getting out, they're going to make it. A Serbian anti-aircraft shell explodes dangerously close to the helicopter, the shockwave rocking the helicopter violently. Shrapnel peppers the fuselage, adding new holes to the dozens already there. But the Pavehawk holds together. The engines keep running, the rotors keep turning, and they keep flying toward safety. The formation crosses into friendly airspace, leaving Serbian territory behind. The gunfire fades, the tracers disappear. Only the steady beat of the rotors remains. In the cargo bay, exhausted crew members look at each other in disbelief. They've done the impossible. Against all odds, David Goldfein is coming home. A medic checks Goldfein's condition as the helicopter races toward base. He's bruised from the ejection, covered head to toe in Serbian mud, shaking from adrenaline. But he's uninjured. He's alive. He's going home. The ghost who hid in a Serbian ditch will live to fly another day. Goldfein shakes every hand on that helicopter, looking each man in the eyes. These warriors flew through a wall of enemy fire to save him. They risked their lives without hesitation. He will carry this debt for the rest of his life.